Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue here for today's Cricut chat. I'm here in, oh, look, I'm all messed up here. Let's see. I'm here in my home in Peabody, Massachusetts, north of Boston, to come to you daily. I do come daily, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., so that you can learn how to use your Cricut better. If you like what you're seeing, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as a thank you, I am giving away a Cricut, this thing, the Cricut Maker 3 Everything Bundle, plus a learning plan catered to whatever you want to learn. And it is a $700 value that I am giving away every month until the end of next year. So if you are new, good morning to all my friends. So if you're new, please say hi and learn about from the chatters, learn about what um what you need to do to enter into the giveaway. So this morning we are going to be doing a Grinch. It's a really fun Grinch face ornament. And it does require that we go outside of Cricut to get this file because there's no file like this in Cricut Design Space. So we need to go outside of Cricut to get the SVG. But that's no problem because Cricut are able to do uploads from just about anywhere as long as the file name is correct. Okay, so we're going to be looking for an SVG. That stands for scalable vector graphic. SVG, it just means that if you make your image bigger or smaller, it still maintains the right proportions. So that's our number one choice of file. If you do not have an SVG file, but you have something called a PNG or a JPEG or a GIF, those all work in Design Space too. I'll show you exactly how to upload those. It's a little bit different than with the SVG, but do note that PDFs, which are like printable documents, will not work in Design Space. So do note that. So the first place we're going to go is we're going to go to Etsy, etsy.com, etsy.com. We're going to type in Grinch Face SVG. Now, there are a bunch of people selling, and I don't want to give preference to any one person. The Grinch face that I liked, I know this is his kind of smile, but I liked the roundness of the face, and I wanted also the yellow of the eyes. So, and plus, I'm cheap. So I think I might have paid $1 for this 6 years ago. I had to rebuy it because I couldn't find it in my Cricut files. But anyway, this is one of many that you can buy. So let's say you buy it and you just go through the process. So we'll just choose this one. Where is it? Where's the $1 one? Here. This is the $1 one. Grinch Face. It's called Grinch Smiling Grinch Face Grinch SVG. Grinch cut file. So that's how you would find it, okay? And you would just go ahead and hit buy it now or add it to your cart. Then once you purchase it, you have to download it. So I'm going to go over here. This is my purchase area, and let's have a look at what I purchased recently. I purchased some Christmas Story SVGs. I purchased these 4 paper cut templates from SAS Creative that we're going to work on something to do floating ornaments. And then I also purchased my Grinch face again, as I mentioned. So once you have purchased it, you have to wait a few minutes until the purchase is complete. And then he needs to get his eyebrows done. That's so funny. Um, and so then we're going to go to download files, and here you go. download files, and then see this little cloud with the arrow in it? We're going to hit download. Now, this differs from computer to computer, and also you can do this on your iPad. So don't get caught up in all the details here. You just want to make sure you're downloading it. And then I'm going to go to my downloads, which right here, you can see under downloads, it says Grinch. This one says Grinch 3 because I've downloaded it 3 times. Okay. And you'll see in that little file, I have both an SVG and then a PNG. The preferred file type is SVG, but if you only get a PNG, then you can work with it. Let me show you how you're going to do that. So we're going to go to Cricut Design Space, and here's my Grinch face. I'm going to just save this. And then I'm going to come over here to upload. See, it says upload. I'm going to go to upload, and I'm going to choose this button. It says upload image. Once I do that, I hit browse, and then it will navigate to my file. So I need to have it go to my downloads file, and then there's the Grinch folder, and then I'm going to look for my Grinch SVG because I have a choice. So I'm going to choose SVG. When I click on it, brings up the face, and then I'm going to hit open. And there it is. There's the cut file. Now it's 2 colors, so we're going to upload it. Down here on the bottom, we're going to do upload it. And yeah, I just want to point out, because in the comments, people are saying, you can find this file on Google. I don't have a problem with you finding it on Google. I just can't show you that because that's there might be copyright issues. So I'd rather buy my images than to go search for free images. Okay. So once I have it uploaded, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to choose add to canvas. And it brings it into the canvas. So obviously mine is smaller, and you can make this as big as you want. If you wanted to get a green shirt and put this on a green shirt, you could do that. But for today's lesson, we're going to actually put it on a, hey, hello, stop. We're going to put it on an ornament, and we're going to need specific ornaments to do it. I'm using ornaments that are called disc ornaments. These are disc ornaments. See, it says disc on them. Now, I bought these at Michael's. I'm sure they can be purchased other places. And it does say $24.99. And I got this, let's see, 25 of them, making them $1 each. Thankfully, though, I got a discount. It was on sale. I don't know if it was 50 or 60% off, but I think I paid maybe $10 for this pack. And yeah, I think you might be able to buy these individually as well at Michael's. And I'm sure there are other places where you can buy them as well. So they are 3-inch discs. Let me grab one that I've already colored. So here is the green glitter that I used. I'll tell you all about it in a second, but I had to take the top off. So there, I'm going to put the top back on after I let this dry. Okay. Now, I know you guys know all about glitter ornaments, but I am going to give you a refresher for this particular one. If it's boring to you, I'm sorry. You can tune me out or talk to the people on the chat. The first thing that we have to do is we need to make this image the size of, or just actually smaller than this, which I have estimated to be 3 inches from this side to this side. Okay, 3 inches. So it's like a 3-inch round thick, ornament. Hey, stop. Okay, so what I would suggest, what I've done, and it's helpful, is I have made my image actually a little bit less than 3 inches. So this one here is, I think it's 2.6. I'm going to hide this one. I don't know why they're barking. Okay, so like 2.6, 2.7 maybe in width. Now you have to consider that this is not a flat surface, it's concave. Okay, so when we put these on, we have to be very careful about putting them on. So, which is why I wanted to show you how this process works. So, the first thing that we have to do once we gather our materials is to cut this out. And this is a two color image, it's black and yellow. I'm going to be using this smart material. This is the maize yellow color. And also, this is smart in black. You don't need to use smart materials. Actually, smart materials only work with the Joy. This is a perfect project for the Joy. Or they also work with the Maker 3 or the Explore 3. Since I lent out all my other machines, we're going to be doing this on the Maker 3. So we have the proper size, and we're going to hit make it. And before we go to the cut screen, I am going to change my material load type to be without matte, because that's how you cut out smart materials. And I have to do the same thing with the yellow without matte. Now, obviously, if you don't have the Maker 3 or the Explore 3, you don't do this. You cut it out on your mat. Now, because I don't like to waste materials, I'm going to cut out, I think, 4 of these all at once. So you see how they line up right there? Perfect. And then here's my eyes. If it's easier for you, you can separate these a little bit, because it does, I make 20 at a time. So for me, if by separating, it gives you a little space in between there. Okay. So then we're going to hit continue. Now, because this is smart materials, I need to pick a smart material uh, setting. So I'm going to go to browse all materials. And because I have indicated that this is a smart material, it's only going to give me these as compatible. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to choose smart vinyl. And this is permanent. So that's what I'm choosing. I hit done, and I also do remember material settings. Actually, before I do that, I usually do more pressure and then remember material settings. Okay. So here is my black. I'm going to move you now so you can see. Okay. So there's my Maker 3, and here's my black. We're going to do the black first. I'm going to put this in. All right. I live in a house with lots of animals, and one of the things that I have noticed about the smart materials is that they have a little bit of static cling to them. So oftentimes you'll see when I'm working, there'll be like dust or dog hair or even glitter on my materials. That's okay, it just brushes away. And it's just a habit of mine to do that. So I put this in. I actually did not cut this correctly. See, there's a little extra hanging out, but that's okay. That's going to work okay. Now I hit the load button, and then I hit the go button. That was the flashing triangle, like the forward or the play button. And you'll see how fast this cuts out. And we'll get ready the maize color for this. So while we're waiting, I can just say hi everyone. What happened? Did Barb get an auto press? Who got the auto press? Barbara? Woohoo! Good for you. That's one darn machine, man. It's so cool. Hey, listen, I just want to remind you guys, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is something in it for you, in addition to watching all of these great videos with my barking dogs. Oh my gosh, I don't know why they're barking. I think they're barking because it snowed last night. And even though I took them for a walk outside, they just love watching outside with the snow. Now, listen, if the Grinch is not for you, you can do some other things, such as snowmen. I'm going to be doing snowman faces for the upcoming breakfast with Santa. So I'm going to show you that too, because it's slightly different and the images are in Design Space. So now the black is done. So I'm going to put the maize yellow in there. And while the maize yellow is cutting, I will take my scissors. You guys make me want to get a studio that doesn't have barking dogs in it. Okay, so there we go. No, I'm just kidding. I love my dogs, and they are loud. Now, normally I will store my smart vinyl right back in the box that it came in, but because I bought this as a like a seven, look at that. I bought this as like a 75-foot roll, and I've already used probably 3/4 of it. I just use a little bit of masking tape here to hold it together. And then it's going to cut out the eyes. Done. Take that out. And there are my eyes. I'm going to just cut right here. Hopefully I'll do it nice and straight. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And then here I am going to try to get this back in the box. Let's get this back in the box. All right. And there it goes, right in the box. How cool. Okay, let me move you down to my work surface so you can see what I'm doing here. So here are my cutouts. I also have all these other cutouts and my glitter. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But first, see, this is what I was talking about. Is a lot of like static electricity there. So what I'm going to do is just take my weeding tool and start to peel off the excess vinyl. So as I mentioned before, I made 4 of these. So one of the things you have to look out for is that there is a little tiny bit, it's right here. There's a little thing for under his chin. Here it is on that first one. To be honest, I don't think the kids minded if it had it on there, but I am going to be a stickler and just make sure that I have all the pieces there. So I'm peeling away, just making sure that those pieces, where is this one? There it is. All right. And that one little piece is going to get me. There we go. There it is. All right. Now, it peeled really easily, didn't it? We do have to go in here and take out a few of these extra bits, like over here. All right. And I actually cut this so close. I probably shouldn't have done that. And now here are the eyes. And we have to be careful with the eyes because there are 2 pieces and we want to make sure we get the pupil, which is also yellow. You see that? So we need to be careful about peeling away the excess so that we keep that pupil there. All right. It's hard for me to see sometimes because I usually have my head right over the camera, right over the project, but now I have a camera there. So you'll do better. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Now the 4th one. Now obviously this here is extra, so I'm just going to cut this and put it in my scrap box for my friend Christine, who is home from Florida for a couple of weeks to celebrate the holidays. So here are our two cutouts. Now what we're going to do is take a little tiny bit of transfer tape, like I've done here, and we are going to peel it. Okay. And then we're going to put this transfer tape right on there. Now, I would suggest that you use something to burnish like this. And then I'm going to turn it upside down, and look, the pupil's in the wrong place, but that's okay. I can fix it. And then we're going to take the eyes and put them right on here. Now, normally I would just leave this right on there, but because of that pupil, I'm going to move that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right on there. I'm going to proceed and do the same. It's okay to leave it right on there, okay? And then I'm going to cut this out. So you get the idea. It becomes a little bit of a production. And I mentioned at the top of the hour that I lent all of my machines out. I did, to my friend who's also an artist that lives down the street. She's making her Christmas cards, and she needed extra machines to cut them out. She's stamping them, but she cut them out all over the weekend. She had 3 machines all set up and ready to go. I should do a machine rental service. All right. So there we go. And put this right on there. And again, don't worry about the extra transfer tape. So we'll just do those 2 to get started. And now I'm going to cut these apart. So we have just 2 that we're working on. And we're going to then get a piece of transfer tape that will cover the whole thing. Okay. So here's 1 and here's 2. Even though it's covered sort of, this is a pretty delicate image, so we're going to need to cover the whole thing. And then we're going to start talking about the actual ornaments, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this on here. And since I'm working with glitter today, I want to make sure that I'm really burnishing this. This is one thing I found out that you have to be real careful about when doing ornaments. I found this out when I was doing the ornaments, the free ornaments on Christmas Santa's workshop this year. I was getting glitter all over them, and it was hard for them to stick. Okay, so do this part before you start handling the glitter. Now, the glitter is a special green color. It's uh, it's called at Michael's. It's called Pesto, which I have purchased in a 1.5 ounce bottle. It's somewhere around here. I'm going to show it to you. But I went through it fairly quickly because I'm making a couple dozen of these. So I found an alternate thing. Here is the glitter that I used from Michael's. It's called Pesto. Okay. So I needed to find a larger package. I did get this at Amazon. It's called Lime Green. So it's slightly different than that, but find what you can. It might be hard after this video or other people's video. I just dropped something, I think, to find them. So again, we starting with uh, this size. It's a 3-inch plastic disc. Try the plastic because the glass can be difficult to handle, and then when you're giving them to kids, it becomes a little bit hard because they could break it. Now, inside of the ornaments, this is what I use. It's called Minwax Polycrylic Clear Gloss. You see that? And you can buy it in a bigger bottle. I accidentally bought this smaller size, which I'm actually going to return for the bigger size. It comes in a quart, and my contractor boyfriend has put them in these squeeze containers, also from Amazon. Now I'm going to add all the links for Amazon in the description of this video. Okay, so you can use any squeeze bottle that you have. This one here, I used to use a mayonnaise squeeze bottle, but this one works really, really well. And here you can see, I'm going to open this up so I can take out one of the discs. I think somebody is cleaning off my driveway, or maybe it's across the street. I don't know. Yeah, it's the guy across the street. Okay, so this is what they look like. You're going to pop off the top just like that. Oh, I forgot to mention, you're also going to need some plastic cups, like solo cups. I don't know who makes these, but this works well with them because they can kind of like pop right in. I don't even know what size these are. I also got them on Amazon. Okay, so we're going to take the top off and we're going to squeeze. I usually kind of can tell I do one big squeeze, and you don't want to go super like chinsy on this part because this is what's going to get the glitter all in. But um but let's see. I I also don't want to waste my material because it's expensive. Now, some people use something called like Pledge floor wax or something, but I just found using this Minwax stuff is better. Now, you're going to want to take your excess out. You see here, I have excess in there. I can actually use it for other ones. So this is how I set up my little assembly line. I'd put my thing in there, and then I'd grab myself another ornament like this, and I could do this if I wanted to, but you don't want to go chintzy either here. You want just the right amount there. You don't want extra, you don't want too little. Okay. And you can, by the way, if you put too little, you can put more in. I've done it, but it's kind of a pain. So once you have it all up into your machine, this is messy. This part's messy. It's sticky. And see, I didn't have enough in there, so I'm just going to put a little bit more and just sort of whittle it around like this. And then when I'm done, I just have to put it in there and let it drain. You can let it drain for a little bit, probably up to like an hour if you're going to mass produce these, as I've been doing. Make sure you close your little bottle and that it's cleaned off. And now it's time for the glitter. So, this is what I use for the glitter. It's a little tiny. I find this so much easier than using my hand because a lot of times I just use my hand. But I found this really easy. These are three little funnel cups. All three I think work in them, but I'm going to use the medium one. And then I am going to. Now I have some left in here, so I think I'll use that. I'm going to open that up. They still look great. Okay. All right. So once you have it sort of all dripped out, and do inspect it to make sure that the whole thing is covered. I'm a little concerned right here. So let's have a look at this other one and I'll go back and fix that one. All right. So no, this one looks pretty good. It's all covered on the inside. And it looks, kind of hazy. That's good. That's fine. So I'm going to then I do it with my hand. So I'm going to take this and then I'm going to take my middle and I'm just going to put in some glitter. You get a feel for how much you need. And I cover the hole like this and then I just shake it all around and make sure that it's really full. Like it's all over. Just give an eye on it. See, I see right here, not so much. So I just need to make sure that my glitter is over there. All right. So here is a little bit I'm not so keen on, but I think it will look okay. And then I'm putting my excess glitter in here and I could just leave it like that. Let's have a look at this one. See how that, well, I could just leave it right there. Okay. This one here, I'm a little concerned about. So let's see what happens. We'll put in our funnel and then we're going to, now you don't just have to do the Grinch face as I mentioned. We're also going to be doing a snowman oh, it worked out pretty good. See that? I thought it was going to be a problem, but it's not. So I'm going to just shake this out here. If you do have a problem area, and what I mean is like maybe it's not covered here like this, you can go in and put a little bit more of your Minwax. Don't put a lot, okay? Um, and you will get better at this, but you just want to kind of mix it around so that it's covering that area. Don't put a lot, okay? And then go back and use your excess and just kind of focus on that area. All right. Okay. Now I'm just trying to catch as much of the extra as I can. So I will continue to do this with all of my ornaments. Let me move some stuff out of the way so you can see what's next. So there's my funnel. There's my Minwax. There's my closed glitter so I don't get it all over the place. And these are the ones I just did. I'm going to let them stand for a little bit so that they can get dry on the inside. If you don't do that, when you go to put the top on, it could cause some problems. Okay. Let me just clean this off and I'll show you these that I did yesterday. I told you I was making a lot. So here are they're all dry on the inside. You can feel in there. They're all dry on the inside. Don't worry too much about right here at the neck. But then you're just going to take this piece. See how it's like open? You're just going to press this in like that. Make sure both pieces are in. And then you can push it in. And there is your ornament. Okay, so let's do that for all of these. M&Ms would be perfect. Snowmen. Uh-oh, look at that one. We're going to fix that one. And another one that we have to fix. Oh, my goodness. I wasn't paying much attention because I was talking to my sister. She came over and what was she doing? She came over to tell me something. I forget. Oh, she came over to give my mom a cute little doll. It was like a snowman doll that she found at the Christmas tree shop. So cute. So if you have some you've done overnight and there's problems like right here, we can fix that. Don't worry. I'll show you how to fix it. So I'm just putting the tops on all of these, just like that. Pop them in. You get the picture, right? So I can move these out of the way. Now, these are the ones that also, just let me show you. This is the pesto from Recollections. This is the lime green from Amazon. I really like the pesto color better, but I think the lime green would work in a pinch. So that's why I chose it. I have more pesto coming. And so hopefully that'll do it. So here is my face again, and I am going to make sure I really burnish this really, really well. Okay. Because there are a lot of little parts here and you really just want an easy way to remove them. So take your time with this part, include the nose, include that little part of the double chin, and the eyebrows, all that stuff. Okay. Once you've done that, and see, this is what I meant about all the glitter. So you wanted to do it before you started in with the glitter. So then I'm going to peel this off. Don't worry that you don't see yellow because it's on the other side. And if they get some glitter on here, that's no biggie. Okay. So then I'm going to take my ornament and I'm going to try to get this, the top part right up close to the neck. You see? Now, remember I said this is concave. So don't think you're going to just be able to just press this down without fussing. You're going to probably need to cut your transfer tape a little bit so that you can mold it around your ornament. If this was flat, which we are going to be doing flat circles later in the week, So this, we would not need to do this step or be this careful for the flat circles. And then I can start peeling off at least this part here. I'll get my scissors. Now, if you really want to make these special, you might be able to find like some, like a boa in green. I've seen them and I thought, oh, that would look so cool on my Grinch ornaments. But it, now see that right there? I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay. And you could probably take a little tiny bit of that green boa and put it on the top, like sort of his hair. Now, I'm not pressing down yet because I need to get my tool right here. And I am going to lift this so that I get all of the bubbles or tunnels, I guess, out of my smile. And this here, this one too. I'm going to do the same thing here. And this is why the plastic is good, because it sort of bends and it doesn't break. I've had I've been too rough with the glass ones before and they've broken in my hand. Not a great thing. Now this one is too close to that eye. So let us, all right, here we go. Yeah, still a little too close to the eye. Might have to play with it. So let's move it over here. All right. I don't like that it's that close, but oh well. So, and that's it. That's it. So let me show it to you again. You get better at it, obviously, the more you do. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Rita, you do really good with vinyl," but honestly, it's all from practice. I'm not some sort of guru or anything with vinyl. I just practice it a whole lot. Okay, so then we're going to turn this like this. Okay, there we go. So I wanted to mention that if you are local, I'm doing a few local things, or I have been doing a few local things. I've already done the Santa's Workshop in downtown Peabody when we did the holiday stroll. And last week I did a project with Wendy. We had Grinch for breakfast, and there were, I don't know, like 15, 20 kids that were part of that. It was pretty fun. The Grinch did pictures and everything. If you are local, you have a young whatever, a grand, or even your own children, then you could bring them to Wendy's event. It's $40 a child. And I have really great news if you're a fan of me. A fan of me, is that I will be performing as Mrs. Claus. They liked my performance as a little Whoville person last Saturday, that they asked me to be Mrs. Claus, and I said, why, of course. I've always wanted to be Mrs. Claus. So, so we've got a costume coming. It's going to be fun. I'll make sure to take pictures. And that's on Saturday, this coming Saturday, at Create and Escape Do It Yourself Workshop, which is located on Main Street in Peabody in the square, right across from the library. So do come. We had people that came from, this one, I kind of did it off centered a little bit. We had people that came from all over Boston, Worcester, Linfield, everywhere. They all came for their breakfast with the Grinch. The food was great. Chocolate chip pancakes were awesome. I think those were from Brothers. restaurant in downtown Beaver. It's all local food. It's just a really great, fun project. We even, the Grinch and I went out to the next door, the cafe next door, and we said hello to the cafe next door, and then that's called Breaking Grounds, which is also in Peabody, right across from the library. The library is pretty big. um, and let's see. You set the disc on a roll of tape. Okay, Gloria. So Gloria is saying set it on a roll of tape. So I'm going to try that because I do actually have a roll of tape right around here that I used for my, where is it? Oh, that's what I dropped. All right, I'll take this roll of tape. That's not going to work. All right, hold on. I don't think I can do that, Gloria, because I don't have a small enough roll of tape. This one might work. What do you think? That might work. Anyway, and by the way, you can do the same thing as I mentioned. You could do this with snowmen. You could do it with M&Ms and M's and make the different color faces. And you can buy those SVGs on Etsy. But the snowman and the gingerbread. Now, Loretta did a gingerbread at our. She showed us at our last Zoom. And maybe I'm thinking maybe some people don't know what a Zoom is, but we at Cricut Chat have a monthly get together, um, and and we just kind of get together face to face through Zoom, and we get together and we do all kinds of fun things, talk a lot about our lives, and it's a lot of fun. So I wanted to just show you something similar to what Loretta showed us, and she used brown glitter. I did find the brown glitter, and I was thinking about doing the gingerbread people, and then I don't know why this is taking so long. Come on. Um, I don't know if it's my computer or I'm going to type in snowman. Okay. There, snowman faces, and I will make this available to you so you guys can. It's already public actually. So when I do make them, I'll put in a picture there. So this is a snowman face, you see, and so it's just two pieces with black and carrot. So instead of green, I am going to be glittering up these discs in white, almost like translucent, iridescent, hex, and extra fine white. Do I have it around here? I have it around here somewhere. Anyway, I'll be doing that, and then we'll be cutting this out and making snowman faces for the boys and girls on Saturday. So that's kind of fun. Let's see what else is there to know. I'm not going to give these away. I'm going to. It's not synced. I worked play Rudolph. Okay, I'm so glad you guys are chit chatting on the chat, but you know, I understand sometimes the chat isn't working great. It's on Facebook and YouTube. That's why YouTube is better. Facebook is it's always changing, and it's probably better that you just watch on YouTube. But we do it as a courtesy to others for the people that only like Facebook. Okay. So this is Michael's. I just wanted to point out that on Michael's, they are having, I don't know, up to 70% off. If you type in disc ornament like that, let's see what happens. Come on, look. I think it might be my computer because honestly, it just takes so long. Okay, there it is. So they come in. Look, see these? You get 3 4-inch clear glass. These are glass. These are the ones that I bought. They're 9.99 for 25. They're 80 millimeters and they're plastic. So and I get additional discount because I'm a teacher, but you know, you can buy them. You can also buy them in black if you wanted to make those like Santa cams, but I like to color them myself, so that's what I used. Okay, and then in terms of Amazon, let's just go over to Amazon so you can see Amazon. You see I have got this keep shopping, and if you typed in Minwax Polycrylic, what I would suggest is you get the quart size because you're going to get so addicted. And this is the little tiny half pint that I got. Totally not worth it. Better off going with the quart. It's 22.97. You'll get it in a couple of days. And make sure you get the clear. Oh, look, it even comes in a gallon. Ooh, interesting. I might stick with the 1 quart. And then also as far as the squeeze bottles, I'm gonna just give you the links to that so that you know. Um, all right, you guys, I think that's going to be yeah, it's a much better deal, right? I think that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes as planned, I'm going to be making floating ornaments, and I'm going to show you my little trick for making floating ornaments. That's if all goes as planned. And then this is ornament week. So we're going to be making all kinds of ornaments this week. I hope that you can tune in. If you're on the, it's no, it's not clear satin. It is clear gloss. Clear gloss. Get this one. Clear gloss. See that? Get the 1 quart. If you want to buy the gallon, I don't know, $65 a lot of money for the gallon. But get the clear gloss. That's what I've been using. And remember, once you get the glitter part done, these are not messy at all. There's no glitter on the outside. So if you have somebody that's like, ew, glitter, then that might curse you for giving the glitter ornament. Giving a glitter ornament, you could say the glitter's on the inside, and that's why I don't like the glass, because if they break, then there's the glitter all over the place. It gets here December 24th. Oh, yeah, you're in Prince Edward Island. You're in Prince Edward Island. All right. So that's why, I guess. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for me for today. I sure hope that you come for the rest of the week if you can, or catch the replay. Remember, I'm trying to reach my year end goal. I don't think it's going to happen, but I am trying to reach my year end goal of 25,000 subscribers by the year end, but I'm only at 23,000. So I appreciate any kind of help that you can give for me to get there. And again, you can find me on YouTube. It's called Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. If you subscribe or you're already subscribing, make sure you enter my monthly giveaway. The details are in the description of the video. And it's a lot of fun, and giving away these prizes is really great. Last month we gave away the same prize to Tammy Beekner, and she was sick for a while, and she's now feeling better, and she's starting to do things with her brand new machine. And I want you to have a chance to win it, because this is just a great machine. I really love Cricut machines. They're all great, but this is like the top of the line machine, the Cricut Maker 3, and it comes with everything plus a learning plan. Okay, that's it for me today. I love you too, Penny. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy. And and yeah, we're inching closer. I have to say the pandemic stunk for everybody, but it did help us, those people that are YouTube or content people, and want to keep that. It's hard to keep that momentum going, but trying. All right, everybody, we'll see you again tomorrow, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.